Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're jumping back onto the Power Wheels Jeep. So today we make up some rear hubs to bolt the tyres to the rear axle and finish up the rear suspension. And we make up some front hubs, so let's jump into it. Alrighty guys, so after I bolted this up in the lathe, I got to thinking about the thickness of this steel and I'm just not happy with it. So this is 5mm thick plate, so I'm going to ditch those. I've actually made up some 8mm thick ones. So I've just plasma cut these out. So we'll turn these down and I'll just be much more happier knowing that we've got a little bit thicker steel down there holding those wheels on. Alrighty guys, so about 2 hours later, I'm still trying to cut these things down to size and I've given up because I've burnt through all my cutting tools. So what I'm going to do now is drill out the center with this stepper drill bit to 30mm. Now I would do this in the lathe, but my drill chuck hasn't turned up yet. I actually ordered a Morse taper too, so hopefully that fits in there and then we'll be able to center bore stuff. But for now, we'll just have to do it the old school way. Alrighty, so what I've done there is I've welded on our little spline adapter so it can actually go on the axle. And I've figured out that because I plasma cut these, it actually heated up the disc and heat treated it. That's why the carbide tips won't cut these circular. So what I'm going to do is actually measure out each side nice and evenly and cut these things square. It'll reduce a little bit of the weight and actually make these things look a little bit nicer. So we'll cut those off, then we can drill these out to M12 and we can weld in our M12 studs and bolt the back wheels on. Okay, so we've got the front mount tacked on to the seat, and I've given the seat a little bit of a rake so you actually feel like you're sitting back in this thing, just to feel a little bit more secure. Now what I've done is taken the legs, I've cut that section off and utilising this bend, and what we're going to do is just try and make it fit there as best as we can. Now the body will be covering the back of this, so it won't really matter if it's not perfect, but we'll tack that on and then we can jump onto the front hubs. Alrighty guys, so I just finished up making up these hub mounts. So I've put a 8mm deep groove in each end, so that'll be able to press our metal bearings, M12 metal bearings inside. Just a bit of a wrap for today. So what I've done here is cut these square, so we'll be drilling out these to M12 like we did on the rears. So what I'll be doing next week is drilling this out to a 33mm hole. So what's going to happen is that tube will go in the center, then we can use or weld that into the center, and then we can use our M12 bolt to rotate everything on. So that's going to hang in something like that, bit inside. And then with our pivot, our M12 bolt, we're going to weld the camber onto here, and then we're going to have a heim joint top and bottom, like so. So our suspension can pivot up and down and swivel still. And then we can build our A-arms off these M12 heim joints. Alrighty guys, that's going to be all for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. That's as much as I can get done today, but it's really good to start seeing this thing come together. So if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss anything. I'll see you guys in the next one.